gonna go in your ears.
Imagine waking up with that on your face.
No.
You don't want to.
This is strong so that they can feel the silk, so I'm going to take it off.
I just have to realize that it's just an animal.
No.
It will only hurt you if you hurt it. Okay, Mum?
Hi guys, welcome back. Today I thought I'd just talk about fears and how to overcome them. Funnily enough, I actually used to be scared of snakes and spiders. And in fact, we did actually have a really big carpet python sitting on our clothesline. And we actually paid a friend of ours to come and take it away. And from that point on, I thought to myself, why am I scared of these? There's no need to be scared of them. And so we set about wanting to get our own snakes and start to love and appreciate them. So, and I remember the first time I went to the pet barn and we got out a snake, and the very first snake that the guy at the pet barn got out actually bit him straight away, and we were like, oh, is this something really that we want to do? And then we held a small snake and we thought, well, actually what we should do is maybe start with one small. At least if they bite, it's not going to hurt that much. So we got our first snake, which was a spotted python, and from there we just grew with the snake. So maybe that's one way to overcome your fear. You just got to get into it. You just got to do it. And then after several months of owning this small snake, which was about this long, we decided, well, let's go, research other snakes and see what else we could get. And we looked at black-headed pythons. I fell in love with black-headed pythons. And our next snake, we went from a snake this small to a snake that was 1.5 meters long and roughly about, probably about that thick. So it was quite a big snake for a second time snake. And we were lucky. Our first two snakes were very placid. Still to this day have never bitten. And then we went from there. Also, I used to be scared of spiders. When a big huntsman used to come into our house, we used to catch them in big bottles. And then after I had the snakes and got over the fear of having snakes, I thought, well, why do I fear spiders? I mean, really, at the end of the day, like I did some research, I found out that huntsman spiders, whilst they are venomous, they're not that venomous. They're not medically significant. So I just went, you know what, I'm going to catch one and I'm going to hold one. And the moment I caught my first snake, I caught my first spider, which was probably what we would call a teenage size huntsman, was about this big. I held it and it ran up my arm, and I put my hand there, and I just kept hand for hand holding it. And fear, to me, is something that is can be quite nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, as I've always said, 90% of what you fear never comes true. So I put that into practice, and I picked up my first snake. I didn't get bitten. I picked up my first spider and I didn't get bitten. And still to this day, I've never been bitten by a spider. And I've held huntsmans, I've held wolf spiders, I've held golden orbs, I've held garden orbs, and not one of them have ever bitten me or even come close to looking like they were going to bite me. So as I say, 90% of what you fear never comes true. So give it a go, guys. Like the first snake that I was scared of was a big version of one of these. This is a Darwin carpet python. The one that we had was a coastal. At the end of the day, they're just carpet pythons. Yes, this python could get to 3 meters, as big as the one that was on our clothesline, but at the end of the day, we can all overcome our fears, and we can love and learn to love and appreciate what we have. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a snake, probably your first snake may not necessarily be a carpet python, because they are more of an advanced snake for people who are getting their first snakes. Maybe spotted python, especially here in Australia, that's all you can get. You can't get snakes from overseas. So if you're in Australia and you want to...
Well, not legally anyway.
Well, not legally. You should never do that. It's a massive fine if you do that. But if you want a first-time snake, I'd go with the Antarasias, children's pythons, Stimson's pythons, or spotted pythons. They're an awesome snake, and you know, I'm not going to say that they don't bite, because they do. We've got a spotted python that does bite, but you know, they don't hurt that much. As my wife says, it feels like acupuncture. Okay, so this is my second snake, and this is Bo. Bo is our black-headed python. Bo's about 3 years old now, and yeah, we got him, wow, not that long after we had our other spotted python, and we went, well, let's get a bigger snake. Now, yes, he's not a huge snake. These snakes can get up to 2 meters, 2.4 meters. He's still growing, but and I do have another black-headed python, and it's a female. She is 2.5 meters long, and I won't get her out because she's gravid. He's the father, and she's a beautiful snake. She's very placid, easy to handle, loves kisses like this one, and as you can see, you don't need to fear them. If you treat snakes with care, and you don't grab onto them, you don't squeeze them, you just basically, all you have to do is pretend you're a tree. That's my dog going off at the moment. We fear what we don't understand. Education is the key, obviously, to learning about these guys and helping you overcome your fear. So whether it's a snake or whether it's a spider, and I'll put in a little bit of footage of me with my huntsman spider. I'll add that in so you can see that. Right, it's all right.
Okay.
I can't exactly see
Okay.
that.
If she freaking jumps, I'm out of here.
Come on down.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Come on,
Princess.
Dude, she got a big
Getting a
lip.
bit rowdy.
Yeah, I want to. Oh, she's whipping.
It's awesome. A bit lower.
Oh god.
She wants to be at the highest point.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna let her be at the lowest. Oh, she's like putting her spinnerets on me, like to like a tub.
What does she feel like, Ken?
Beautiful. Do you want to have a hole?
Yeah.
It's like kind of sticky, like her
I just
teeth.
don't want her crawling on me.
Actually-
That's the only thing.
Okay, this is Mum's first time ever holding a spider, and she's going for our biggest.
Oh jeez.
Come on, darling.
Oh dear Lord. Oh, far out. I'm sweating. I'm literally going to sweat. Oh, far out.
Events catering, and then supervisor.
Holy dooly.
Stairs, what do you need?
I just need the client information for Aspire because all her kids have their bags up in the event centre and I don't know who to contact.
Oh, I can send you Steph's number.
She's actually really awesome.
Yeah, no worries. Will do.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
My God, how strong is her web?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's insane.
She's scary.
dude, I felt the
She's
little
not scary.
spinnerets.
That's incredible.
Oh, dude, your buddies are there. She looks awesome. I can see a little pause.
Oh.
That was my breath.
Oh, really?
Just a breath, yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd you go, Mum? Was that good?
Yep. I can't believe how strong her web is.
Yep.
That's
And
like
that's nothing
insane.
compared to a golden orb. Golden orbs are real.
So anyway, well, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and put a comment down the bottom. What is your fear? Have you overcome any fear? And what did you do to overcome it? So we can help other people who have fears. All right, we'll see you later, guys. Thank you.